Good luck. Alright, Allie. Wait, are we real? It looks like we're real.
Are we?
It looks like we're real. I believe we're real. And if that means that we're real, then I'm telling you, we got a real humdinger of a race going on right here. We got the clash of Peterborough versus Leicestershire going on today. It's an all English affair, a full English, you could say. We got bacon, eggs, beans, tomatoes, mushrooms, toast, all sorts being ready to get served up here for us today. You know, we got the man, the myth, the legend that is Prophet, a broken prophet, the Prophet, Prophet SR, known by many names, but here today, representing the place that he's from, I guess, doing his ready to roll, loses round 3. He's fallen down after an unfortunate defeat after the hands of Superior, at the hands of Superior rather. But he's up against somebody who's been in fine enough form in TranceGodz, who's been a little bit of a surprise losers run king in these past few matches. He took on Joey Freefall, came away with the win. It was, I guess you could say it was a surprise. A bit of an upset there. But yeah, no, done very well for himself. And he's going to probably hope that he can go one further here. It's going to be tough, though, because Prophet is firmly the favorite. But this is going to be a good one. I know that for sure. And we're off and away from the looks of things. Allie, how are you doing?
Hello. Why are you so good at intros, number one? Number two.
I said he's representing the place he's from. I don't really think that was my best line. But anyway. What's up?
I'm going to be honest, I feel outnumbered. We have 2 Englishmen and a Welshman, and then me.
Yeah,
I'm
sorry, the
very
British are taking over. The winner of this gets a all expenses paid trip to Buckingham Palace, from what I've heard.
That's in London, right?
It is in London. You know, free tea for life.
I know things.
EG Tips discount.
Profit going up.
And the loser is banished to, well, I don't know. But anyway, skip time. We got Profit. Oh, and Trance gets it too! Let's go! Love to see that.
Keep this stuff tight. Let's go.
That is absolutely what you love to see. You absolutely don't love to see, unless you're a big fan of the runner who gets it, you hate to see one person being left in the dust so early on. But this is great to see.
Sorry.
Please! Okay. Watch it! We got our guys. We're into truck section, and the lead is basically non-existent. I think they're practically neck and neck.
We're having some fun. Thanks.
Allie's gone. She's vanished. Goodbye, Allie. So long. I'm all by myself now. It's literally as English as it gets. Let's pull Allie back in. Allie,
sorry.
What happened?
Yep.
Piece of cake.
Anyway, we've literally got less than a second separating the guys early on, so that's huge. That's exactly what Trance would have wanted, because Prophet is going to be a firm favorite, especially as this race goes on. If he can keep himself on good pace and keep himself moving well, then it can be very, very difficult to keep up with Prophet on top form. So Trance is going to need to make sure that there's no slip-ups, no real ground lost early on here. And so far, so good. But welcome back. How was your... Did you take a trip to Buckingham Palace? Did you...
Yeah, I did.
...do the sights? Right,
I did.
How was it?
It was England.
It was England, unfortunately. But, don't worry. You're home now. You're safe.
I'm safe.
Oh my god, I didn't expect the gap to open up in Bigfoot, but less than a second apart so early on. Let's see if Wild Canyon can do anything. Bubble containers. Oh, and the free piece from Profits. This is a really good looking set.
Inside a statue storage area isn't, if I remember correctly, isn't.
I think this is going to be down Sandy Pat. Oh no, foot of a pillar. So a bit further away. But here we go.
Please. Okay. Considering the set and that free piece, this is probably going to be putting Mr.
Saw it.
Prophetess.
I
Oh
saw it. I thought I
no.
saw it, and I was just like, "Oh no, Trance, did you miss it?" But so Trance did miss a free piece there, and unfortunately misses out on a little bit of time that he could have saved. But it's still not disastrous. It's still only a 6-second gap. But sorry, Ali, you were going to say something there.
I don't remember.
Ah, well, let's
Was
talk
I?
about something else. We got Eggman 1. Dr. Eggman. Eggs, one of the most common delicacies associated with the full English breakfast. It's a fine meal if you'd ever get the chance to try it. As Prophet comes away with a fantastic 12.75 time. Take that always in Eggman. You don't want to sort of make any fluffs in Eggman, because really you don't want to go above 13 seconds, unfortunately, like we see Trance go there. You're not going to lose the run there. You're not going to do any massive damage, but it's kind of one of those splits that's like, okay, get it over and done with.
I mean,
And unfortunately, both runners do.
the only person that we would expect to see 13s from is Dawn. Because that's like his thing.
Really? Damn. I didn't know.
Shout
I
out,
didn't know that
shout
Dawn
outs,
had a struggle with Eggman 1.
shout outs to my homie Dawn.
Shoutouts to your homie Dawn. Real guy. Cool guy.
Yeah, he is real.
He is real, from what I've heard. I think he does exist somewhere out there.
Oh no!
Oh,
That's-
Trance, that is... Was he going for the hop? On
I think
the fence
so.
there?
I think so.
Well, that's really bad news for him to take a hit like that in a stage like this. Not what he would have wanted at all, but not wasting any time getting back on the movement train. But that's a big hit. That's about 25 seconds just down the drain for Trance. Prophet is going to eat that up and take a huge lead here, leaving Prison Lane.
Mech stages are like the checkpoints seem to be so few and far between that you can just bleed time without realizing it, just because it's been 30 seconds since you hit a checkpoint, and then all of a sudden, yeah, I was just saying, all of a sudden you're like, I was just here.
That's a really good trance. That's a really good trance. That's a really good point, actually. 133.25 from Prophet there. Good lord. That's some great stuff from him.
This man does run Dark Story. Mech is kind of important there.
That's fantastic from him, really. That beats my gold. So, yeah, Prophet came out to play here today. Not shirking any of these stages thus far, as Trance just struggles a little bit. But you're right in what you were saying about these stages do tend to have pretty big gaps between checkpoints. Like in Hidden Base, that first checkpoint that we'll normally hit isn't until about 50 seconds into the stage, so you could die at any point there and take a huge fall. Mission Street obviously has a bit of a gap between your first checkpoint and the second, which obviously gets the fun time of trying to get Zero Cycle in, so you can play very risky. And Eternal Engine, obviously you get one checkpoint and then it's just basically Bofa, is what you'd normally expect. But yeah, 20 upgrade from Prophet, not the worst mission Metal Harbor so far.
Mission
Playing
Street?
it kind of safe. Yeah, we're in Mission Street here. It's an interesting looking one. And he's going to be going for the loop skip rather than any form of pulley skip, which is respectable. Waits until he gets through and then goes for the homing attack. Birthday gap, a little bit sort of funny there. Getting caught, I think, just with the spin dash at the very end. And a 49 check. So really good stuff from Prophet yet again.
Yeah, like you said, Prophet did not come out to play today. He came out here to kick ass and take names. And that is exactly what we're seeing from him.
It looks like TranceGodz name is at the top of his list at the moment, but can Trance make a recovery here? As he does look like he's gotten some nice early movement. Gets a 1940 upgrade. Decent start to Metal Harbor for him. And hopefully we can see him just recover from that Prison Lane death. Because don't like to see runners get derailed. And that's obviously something about Prophet that's, you know, we will hopefully want to see him just keep up this consistency here, because is it sort of a factor that, like, in these races, we've seen with a few runners, it can start to sort of crumble a little bit, fall apart, and that's how sort of like upsets tend to happen, you know, slip-ups in certain splits. Don't really want to see Prophet sort of, in the interest of a closer race, perhaps maybe a little bit, but the last thing you want to see is a runner just completely crumble and fall apart and basically lose each and everything that they've worked hard to get.
And I think that that's a lot easier, or I don't want to say a lot easier, but, you know, it's a lot easier to hit that point in a race because, you know, if you're just doing runs, it's like, Oh shit, I'm a minute ahead of, or behind my PB. Like, I'm a minute, you know what I'm trying to say. And then it's like, I should probably reset this, but in a race, you can try to reset and see how that happens.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, I mean, that's just kind of how things go. But
Think,
there you go. Profit comes with a 13-second shadow there, so not entirely ideal. But again, it's one of those splits where, as long as you can avoid major disaster, things should generally be okay. As we see translate into the same split.
cute name change, by the way.
I don't know what you're talking about.
It's very nice. Thank you.
Thank you.
Loading in. Yep. I'm gonna be doing the fun. What is happening?
Sorry about it. Anyway, here we go. We're rolling. We're rocking. Green Forest time.
Should see all of the things. Oop, did not see Airy Easy.
He's having a little bit of a trouble there with Shadow 1, unfortunately for him. 16 seconds, so that's another split where he's lost just a bit of time. But Green Forest can be oh so dangerous, you know, for any runner of any level. Profit
Ooh.
there!
Oh,
Ooh.
that was close. But
Look,
Profit
palm,
seems
so imagine, yeah.
seems to be playing it pretty safe.
I wonder how he's going to play things here as he go up to Wall Run. Obviously, a runner of this level is the type to go for Wall Run, so we'll see whether or not he pulls it off. If it goes a little bit awry, is that somewhere Trance can pull back, maybe? Because I don't know if Trance is going for Wall Run.
Yep.
Here we go,
looks
so we're
good going up
taking
the
off,
tree.
and we're lining ourselves up for Moonshot from the looks of it. We certainly are, and we stick to the tree. Is that going to be enough distance?
Oh my Profit!
Rescues it with the pause harbor there and gets himself through. So a really clean Green Forest this is going to be. Trance is going to really have to push himself here in the split to avoid losing it, to avoid the gap opening up even further.
Oh yeah, and with that death in prison lane, you know, that was obviously a very hefty time. Trance saved
okay.
Saved it. But you know,
here we go.
like,
Go ahead.
it's very. I realize that it's very easy to just bleed a couple of seconds here and a couple of seconds there, and then you're looking back and you're like, oh, I'm a minute behind, and not even realizing. Looks like Trance is also setting up for Wall Run.
Let's see, can he pull it off? Unfortunate with that there. Is he going to throw himself into the river, or he's going to keep going through the loop and just make his way up the tree?
It's going to be another chunk of time loss.
Yeah, I can see probably somewhere in the realms of 20 seconds or so for Profit being handed to an Green Forest here, but a nice looking set so far as well. Scarecrow protecting containers, just going to have to come down the front. Confusing piece there, I think is Profit thinking about Free Scarecrow Brothers, maybe? I'm not sure. But here we go, gets his piece 2, and what is the piece 3 going to be? Place you can hear the horn, so a nice enough piece to grab from where he was as well. Oh, Trance with a death there, did he?
Oh, did he? Oh, having a little bit of trouble. That should be okay? Yeah.
He's all good. But yeah, Green Forest is definitely kind of like, this is the thing with Green Forest, really. If you've got a runner who can whip out everything in this stage, then a runner who struggles a little bit, even, you know, I consider myself to be okay at Green Forest. I can land most things regularly enough, but even then, if you've got a runner who is just going to pull off everything consistently, then you can be in real danger of losing a lead or even falling behind significantly in Green Forest. As you can see, Profit is miles ahead as of right now. Trance 824 loading into Pumpkin Hill, and Profit 802 in the early stages of Mission Street right now, so doing really well for himself.
The other thing about Green Forest, like, just as someone who is not, like, well-versed in the actual running of the game, even if you're just playing against somebody who plays the stage well, even if you are somebody that plays the stage well, there are so many just random areas where the stage can just go, haha, no. And then all of a sudden you're looking at a nasty death, or you fall off a wall. there is a reason that it is
Absolutely.
considered the hardest stage.
So, here is a fun fact for you. These two have faced each other, I believe,
Oh?
not only in SA2 here today, but these two have actually faced each other in physical hand-to-hand combat previously,
What?
from what I can recall. Yeah, Prophet and Trance have engaged in arm wrestling previously in their lives. You know, I recall back to the fond memories of the UK meetup last year. And there was a little bit of a contest to see who reigned supreme in the arm wrestling department. And we had many partakers. We had Drum Basher, we had Stolen Cryptic, we had TranceGodz, myself, and we had Prophet. And, the rankings went as such. It was Drum Basher, Cryptic, Trance, myself, and then Prophet sat on top because he kind of just demolished all of us. But you know what? Put up a good fight that day. Put up a very good fight.
This was really just Tethys wanting to say that he came second in the arm wrestling competition.
I came second. It's okay. I beat TranceGodz in an arm wrestle. He couldn't compete. His arms were like sticks compared to my gigantic gains. Unfortunately for Trance, he does miss out on weight off. I'm
And
very
Prophet
sorry
had
about that.
Prophet had a really clean zero cycle, so this could just be a little more time ticking away.
Yeah, this early game is it's not been awful from Trance or anything. It's not been ideal, certainly, but Prophet has basically just nailed everything consistently in this run. And in fact,
Yep.
I'm almost kind of curious to see what kind of pace Prophet is on. Because obviously he has a very good PB, which is tough to beat, but no split so far from Prophet has really been disastrous or painful.
Oh yeah. Oh, did we see something? Oh, yep.
We have indeed. And the piece 3, what's it going to be? What are we going to spell out here? Underwater Brick Room, so off on his way, pretty close by, it's not too bad.
I always assume bad things with that piece. Yeah,
That comes over 26.
Yeah, Prophet just kind of said yeah.
Oh, Trance!
Trance.
No!
Oh my
no,
God,
don't fall, Trance! Watch out for the bombs.
Okay.
Oh, the bomb's going to come. Okay, no, he's safe. Don't press that B button, Trance, whatever you do. Okay. So unfortunately for Trance, I want to say that's something like 3rd cycle or something. That's just really unfortunate. It's definitely not 1st or 2nd, so I think it might be 3rd.
Ugh.
Or it might be... I'm not sure, but all I know is that Trance had a very unfortunate mission streak here for himself.
Mission Street kind of does that, though.
Well, it's one of those stages that the time loss comes in chunks, right? Because it all depends on the cycle. So if you make a couple of mistakes, you're probably still okay because you could maybe still make zero cycle. It's when like that kind of crosses the threshold that the time loss hits you, and then if you keep making mistakes, like you can still make a few more mistakes before it crosses over to 1st cycle or rather to 2nd cycle or anything like that. It's all just about making sure you keep those mistakes to a minimum. They don't have to be perfect. You don't have to be perfect in Mission Street because as long as you make that cycle, you're okay. But if things start to add up, it can really, really hurt you. But back to Prophet real quick. Yeah, talking about the pace, 10-15 out of Aquatic Mine, which is pretty damn incredible.
In the chat, it appears that Prophet is on 22 pace. Which...
I mean, yeah, we're about halfway through, and hasn't made a mistake in a split so far. I think his current PB is on the board. And I would be interested in seeing what he exits Aquatic Mine at in there.
Does he have a 22?
He does not. He has a low 23 or mid 23, I believe. Okay. And he's actually about 15 seconds behind his current board PB leaving Aquatic Mine. But that's still like crazy good pace, to be honest, all things considered. So we'll see how it goes. I'm sure he's more interested in just winning the race, to be honest. But it's really not a bad run to start things off with at all, if he can keep things up.
He's putting on a show, and seeing good runs is always just nice to see.
Yeah, I think this is exactly what Prophet needed, to be honest, and it's good to see.
Yeah.
Probably will instill him with confidence going into any future matches should he make it out of this with the win. And Trance,
Trance
unfortunately, getting
not
pretty
having a good
heavily hurt
time.
in a quick minor 104. Really
Yeah,
unfortunate. There's basically a Route 101 plus 10 seconds between these two runners, so I make that about 2 minutes 20 lead off it, which is pretty gargantuan. It's just unfortunate for Trance, really, because you'd like to see it be a little bit more of a race, but you can't blame anybody. You can't blame Prophet for doing well, and you can't
right.
blame Trance for a lot of the stuff that's gone wrong. It's just been very unfortunate.
Yeah, Prophet has definitely been playing out of his mind. This is a very clean run for him, and as long as the RNG continues to be kind of nice to him, he can keep this forward momentum. I don't want to call it early, but
Yeah. Well, here we go. Onto the pole and up and away. Pole hop is looking clean enough as well.
Prophet
Yep,
really just came back and said, "I'm about to end everybody's career."
I wonder what Prophet's mentality is going into these races, because obviously coming off the back of an upset, it's always a little bit tricky. But I wonder if perhaps the shackles are off a little bit now for him. I wonder if he's maybe kind of going in a little bit less. I don't know what the word to use would be, but maybe just a little bit less sort of. I don't know, wanting to put on a show. Maybe he's just here to do his thing at this point. You know what I mean? I'm not sure.
I mean,
But either way, he's absolutely doing his thing. He's really playing fantastically.
I think tournament setting in general, like obviously you want to play the best that you can because, yeah, a little hiccup from Prophet, but nothing that he can't recover from. But yeah, what I was saying is like, obviously you want to do the best that you can in a tournament. With an upset like Prophet had, like, I think that kind of takes some of the pressure off of like obviously Prophet could fight his way back through the losers bracket. And
oh yeah, I mean,
like,
on his day, like I think Prophet is genuinely capable of beating almost anybody. Like for real, I really do. Like
it
Prophet's
also,
peak is like undoubtedly one of like the highest throwers in the community. So it's nice to kind of see him whipping that out here. That's 144 IGT hidden base, but yeah, sorry if you have more to say.
oh, I was just gonna say it also appears that Prophet may have dyed his hair.
That was a little tough.
That may be contributing to things here. It may have made a difference to his performance. I think maybe the
It's
different
blonde.
shade it's like a Super Saiyan kind of thing, you know? He's powered up.
Yeah, we are getting confirmation from his girlfriend, Soph, right now. He bleached it last week. What a man.
The roots, or the golden locks that now rest on that man's head will carry him to victory.
Giving him power.
But here we go. Up he goes.
Oh.
Oh, and there's the first mishap, you probably would say. About 10 seconds lost there. Not too much of a hit. And
Yeah.
definitely not going to sort of swing things back in any way that Trance will be kind of hoping for. Need a few more of those. Does Trance to get things back level. But,
You could see... Oh, go ahead. Oh, go ahead.
No, you. Go ahead.
Okay. I was just gonna say, like, you could tell that Prophet was not happy with that, but he had a clean recovery, so that's all you can ask for in that situation.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, mistakes happen, and like as this run has gone on, it's been such a good run. You're almost waiting for something to happen. So I wonder if that'll. I tend to find myself personally, if I'm on a run and I just haven't made any mistakes, it's not that I want one to happen, because I never do. I want a perfect run, but when something does finally kind of slip up, when there is like a little hiccup like that, in a race specifically, in a PB it can be very frustrating because it could mean a dead run. But in a race, it can kind of relieve just a tiny bit of pressure away. Because it's weird, because it's like, okay, the run is no longer perfect god run, it's now just the same as any other run. Let's continue, let's just get things done. So,
Yeah.
I wonder if we'll see any further mistakes from Prophet here. Because we seem to be looking pretty good. 134 Prison Lane. Prison Lane? Where do I get these names from? I just say the wrong name sometimes. Pyramid Cave. 134 Pyramid Cave plus that 10-second death, so definitely recovered well there.
No problem.
Yeah, he played the rest of the stage very cleanly, so... Oh, Trance having a little trouble, just... Yeah, I was about to say, it's like, just break the box. Wanted to get that
I
pause
love it.
hover, but
See if Prophet's RNG can continue to be favorable. Yes, it can! As there's bugs on patrol! What's the piece one? Blue room?
Prophet!
Oh, it's Golden Goddess. He's gonna take this, you'd think. He's not gonna just Death Strat. So if he can get this to be blue, he's gonna wait for the hit. No, he's gonna go through course. So no red box clip attempt. And gonna wait for that hit. It is blue! Oh, that's huge. That is huge. And goes for the blue box clip, doesn't get it. But this could be a really crazy
Aquatic mine.
Yeah, this could be a really crazy death chamber here. As Prophet goes straight for the fire, 34 death with 2 pieces in tow, and the yellow thing. What have we got? Bugs chatting, climbing on up. That's crazy. This RNG has been insane for Prophet this run. And 1641.
Are we on Combined Nux?
I don't know. I don't know. But it's been pretty crazy. I don't know if it's Combined Nux tier, but it's been really, really good RNG. I can't quite remember what the Wild Canyon was. It was something like a 23 or 26. So that might push any hopes of that away. But yeah, this RNG is very much playing into Prophet's hand right now. That's exactly what he's going to want. And 1641 into Boom Boo. I've got to check his PV just to see what kind of pace that is.
Trans seems to be making it through Pyramid Cave all fine. Hopefully you about to see the yeah. Seeing the cat boost.
I can say Prophet is currently 15 seconds ahead of his PB on the board. Going into Boom Boo. He's 15 seconds ahead, so we'll see how this plays
PBs. out. Fleet. Trance got that hit and couldn't see anything. Kudos to him.
Making his way through second tunnel now. Doesn't look like he's had the worst Pyramid Cave in the world. Going to be coming away with around about a 108 check there that I can see. So, not doing too badly.
Yeah, I had a little bit of trouble making... Oh. Okay, man almost ran off, but we're good.
It's okay. And here we go. So, the man doing his namesake. Prophet bounces are the order of the day. My favorite. They make this fight a lot easier and a lot nicer on the hands as well. Moving out of the way there, just needs to get himself back into position. Struggling with this third one, gets up now and gets that hit in. So I wouldn't think that we're going to see any ballerinas. He's just going to go for a 4th hit, and it all depends on where he lands. He lands on the back. Is that going to ballerina? It is! It's unfortunate for him. That's going to be some time lost, I'd imagine. If he gets that hit, just needs to wait for this animation to play out now. Needs to get that ring.
You have to wait on the animation to finish before he falls.
Yeah, and this is why ballerina is such a... Oh, no! Oh, he just went down way too early. I thought that was going to be the case, and that unfortunately might be the pace for PV down the drain. That's really unfortunate for him. Egg Golem takes a life there. That's so sad to see.
I mean, that is the kind of slip that you want to see, that Trance wants to see, but even then, I don't think that's going to be enough to shift this completely back into his favor, especially if this is the one hiccup that Prophet has. It may still be hard for him to call back. And Trance
isn't... Obviously... Go ahead,
He's not... Oh, I was just going to say, he's not getting the ping. He just did, but he's on 1 life.
This is a pretty nice free piece to get. It can spawn some pretty close piece free, so let's see. Something core maybe for Trance. 4 Scorpions looking at, so that's blue room, so he's going to make a beeline over that. Yeah, it's unfortunate for Prophet, and I wonder if, like, there was any nerves there with, or maybe not nerves, but just that feeling of, like, okay, I'm actually on genuinely crazy good PV pace here. What could happen? I wonder if Golem just decided to... Oh, and Prophet falls down there. You don't really want to see these mistakes add up too quickly, because I mean that's how Trance gets back in this if he does. There you go. No Quan.
No Quan.
And Trance still has a long old way to go here before we can consider this in with a shout. But 2007 leaving Death Chamber. We'll see how Prophet can line him up. Now I would fancy him. Yeah, it gets out of bounds at the second time of asking.
Trance did booty clip instead of red or blue box, and I don't necessarily know if that was faster for him because he had to run all the way back to red.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he knew where the piece was necessarily when he got it. He may have had just a little bit of a slip of the mind there, which can happen in Death Chamber. But here we go, we're off on our way now. Cruising through space, and Trance has these desert bosses to make his way through. You know, I mean, like, I'm just not going to say anything about any form of potential infection or disease that could pop up here in the split.
Please don't say it. Please don't say it.
No. I'm sure he's going to be... We're falling. That was a interestingly early fall.
Stop.
I'm assuming like he knows what he's doing here, but I don't really tend to see that happen very often. 35 on the clock now, approaching where he needs to be, and he's on the roof, comes on down, and no. Oh,
alright.
My word.
For the next like minute, Tethys is not going to speak.
Oh,
it's just going to be me.
Oh my goodness, we're going for right side now. I can't quite believe that gets right side. But suddenly, if Trance can blitz his way through Egg Golem, the lead has been cut down significantly by that. You can say that at the very least. Golem is not being super easy on Trance right now. But, I mean, well, we'll see. We'll see if all of Prophet's hard work before these splits can keep him safe and sound. Because Trance still has a bit of work to do. There's that third hit now. I can't quite believe that happened to Prophet. I feel so bad.
Yeah, I was about to say, you need to go ahead and apologize because that one was you. That one was all of you, buddy. He's
falling again here. Let's have a little look. It's interesting, this thing that Prophet does. I haven't really seen it before. This like thing where you fall for a little bit going towards your destination. So here we go. Obviously on the right side, so going to be coming at it from a little bit of a different angle. Let's see here now. And that should be fine. No way. No way. No way. Oh
shit!
My word.
Prophet!
Oh my word.
And he's on 0 lives!
I can't quite believe that. And wow. Wow. Okay, we have a race. We have a genuine race out of absolutely nowhere.
This could be. This could. Okay.
He is. And here we go.
We are on 0 lives for both runners. This is not good.
Oh my word!
Is it too early to start drinking? I promise I'm of age.
Oh my
no.
Word! We've got. It can't happen. It can't happen 3 times in a row.
If it happens,
no, it just doesn't. It just doesn't happen.
Gerp98, if this happens a 3rd time, I'll gift you 5 subs.
That's not okay. I'm just scared now. I mean, I think Prophet still has the lead going out of the split. He's coming at it from.
Oh my god!
He's fine. He's fine. He's got that. Okay, there you go.
Oh my god.
23-10, but what is Trance going to be leaving at? He's not going to be far behind at all. Coming in pretty harsh there on the right.
Oh my god, it's
Trance, you are in the... Trance. He's okay. It's 1 second. It's less than a second. It's less than half a second.
Oh my god.
It is 0.43 in this. Through a double Ligma, suddenly TranceGodz is back in the game.
We just gotta hope that RNG is kind of nice
piece 1.
Oh, Prophet!
Or is this a nice piece 1, or am I thinking of a different one? It's... Oh no, this one's fine. We'll see how this goes. No sign of the free piece, and let's see what RNG deals our runs here now. 0.5, so Trance is staying down below. Going to get this piece nice and quick. Dangerous liquid, so up to the top goes Prophet. Mid to top is not too bad. Up at the floating tank, this is a nice set from the looks of things for Trance. He's going to climb up this wall now.
Oh my god, Prophet, please.
He's on 0 lives, remember. If he dies, somehow, some way.
Try digging more. Try digging more. Oh. Oh,
He's getting no ping. There it is. He's found it. He's tracked it down. He's going to come away with a pretty average meteor herd time here. About four. Oh no, he's struggling with that. Trance needs the spiral up to break that tank now. Come on, Trance. And can he get the point monster? What do we got? Surrounded by spinner containers. So Trance has got to go up top. Can he? I think he's actually going to miss out on taking the lead here just ever so slightly, but he can stay in it pretty close.
Yeah, that's definitely going to open it 5-ish seconds. Yeah, about 5 seconds.
Is non-stop heart-pounding action right now. This is crazy.
This is not what I signed up for.
This is the full English breakfast serving that we signed up for. I'm telling you.
I mean, I didn't sign up for anything.
Trance wants to go meet the Queen, and he's gonna do everything he can to stay in this. But Prophet still ahead for now. Let's see if this can. Let's see how this goes.
Oh.
Prophet, where's Rouge? He should be. He's rescued it. At the last second, he's rescued that. Oh my word. Trance, can he pull ahead now? He just needs a good, clean Rouge fight, and it looks like he's doing well.
This is not gonna be ahead, but I would be.
Oh
Prophet is gonna go for this. Prophet is gonna go for this. He's only gonna get the one life, so he's only gonna have 2 shots at this. Please.
Oh my word. What
my
about
anxiety's
Trance? Is Trance gonna choose to exit out? I would assume Trance is gonna exit out. That seems like what he would do, but
No,
Trance is going for it too! Oh my words! Both runners have got to have some level of confidence here, and I respect it entirely. Prophet gets the checkpoint at 28. What happens next is the question everybody is going to be asking right now. This is huge. Prophet, ready, lining himself up. He misses it at the first time of asking, and that's huge, because Trance has a chance. Genuinely, Trance has a chance to put this in his hands. What happens now? At the last attempt, Prophet on 0 lives. He's out of bounds. And Trance at the first attempt is also out of bounds! This is huge! This is gigantic! What does this lead to?
I saw Prophet roll his eyes and I thought he wasn't out!
Trance is high! Trance is high! Can he rescue it? No! He can't rescue it!
No!
Trance misses out! On the lead! Oh my word! What happens now? With 0 lives, Trance needs this, or it's game over, truly. One more shot. It's gone! You've got to think it's gone! You've got to think Trance has just missed out there on the golden opportunity that was presented to him. That's so cruel. That's so unfortunate for Trance to miss out on it that way. But let's just see.
Still 0 lives going. Prophet, if you do not exit going into Final Rush, buddy, we are going to have. Oh, no.
What
Eggman 2 making me anxious?
Can you say? Oh, Trance missing out on a lead going into Eggman by the narrowest of margins. It's so cruel on Trance. But how do things go from here? Does Prophet nail Final Rush and get himself over the finish line? Or does Trance stay in there? Let's see how things go.
Lives.
I don't know. I don't know if he does, because if you mess up in Final Rush, it's basically a game over, because you're straight back to the start. And Trance doesn't get it. Oh, it's gut-wrenching for Trance right now, but let's see what happens with Prophet.
Oh, God.
Looking clean enough in these early stages. 14 checks. And off the rail.
Oh.
So here we go. Trance now. Doesn't get it again. Is it going to be a CGSS wall for Trance? You wouldn't like to see it happen to any runner. And let's just see if Trance can break through, hopefully sooner rather than later. So Prophet falls down. And turns now. Looks as if he's okay. Trance is just hitting this wall here. It's so sad to see for him. He really did have a shot there.
This has
Prophet
been
closing things out now. What a race.
I was about to say, this has been an emotional roller coaster. Oh my god.
He's finally out of bounds, and we're just waiting for this stage to spawn in now to see if Prophet can say whether or not he's secured this. That... I don't know. No, I don't know.
Do not play with my heart like this.
I genuinely don't know. I can't tell. I think he's fine. No, I think he's fine. He's fine. Profit should be completely fine here.
Oh my god, holy shit,
He
that was
is
close.
okay.
That was...
And you gotta think with that, that's gonna be that. And you think the Prophet, despite these late scares, despite everything that has happened in these space splits, oh wow. You'd think that he's there, you'd think that he's safe, and you'd think that he's looking at a potential matchup in losers round 4. You've got to feel for Trance a little bit, because it's been a rough run. It's been some really hard times in this race for him. But Prophet's hard work has managed to pay off and get him over the finish line as he rides into Shadow 2.
2 hits.
Trance struggling with Eggman 2 here, unfortunate for him.
Oh my god, whole Prophet.
But just needs to get these last 3 hits. He's got such a buff, you'd think he's completely fine. It would take the Shadow 2 calamity of all time, but one more hit, and just gets it.
GG's.
27, 35. He's got his victory. He's dipping out. That would look like he's just taking his leave for the evening. But GG to him. He's gotten the win to play some tough moments in that run. The double boffer comes to mind, of course. And he'll progress where he will face the loser of either myself or Huga. So that's going to be interesting. I guess I should have been keeping a closer eye on this match. Because, wow. Prophet rescues himself from the brink of elimination there. Despite a really big scare from Trance. Full credit to Trance, I really gotta say. Full credit to him, because you think back to those early splits, you think back to, like, Mission Street, and some of the rougher ones. Aquatic Mine, I don't remember being too kind to him either. Trance has stuck with it, and he's done very well. He's done very well in this entire tournament, to be honest. He's not been bad. Yeah. I think he went 4-1 in pools, and he's gotten 2 wins and given Prophet a really good match here in bracket. So absolutely full credit to TranceGodz. An unsung hero of the community is this man.
But also, huge GGs to Prophet, considering the fact that he took 2 very ugly Eternal Engine deaths. I'm honestly proud of both runners for sticking with it and just getting through, because what a nail biter that was.
For sure. I mean, genuinely, because everything from Eternal Engine to CGSS, it was just insane. It was just absolutely insane. And Trance is finishing up here nicely with plenty of height. Should be clean enough to come away with 29 time, as long as Shadow 2 doesn't give him any hiccups. But loads of height on that final rush there. And coming away, 124. All good to go is Trance now. Finishing up.
Yeah, should be good. Assuming that we don't actually just see a hellacious Shadow 2.
Hellacious. I'm looking up what that word means. I'm learning all sorts of words lately. Hellacious meaning.
I mean,
I've never heard of this word. How do you spell it?
No.
Hellation meaning. The spreading of light beyond its proper boundaries to form a fog around the edges of a bright image in a photograph. I don't think you know what that word means, Ali. But there you go. Trance finishes up his run with a 29-31. Full credit to him for sticking with it, because he's done well. And he's had some tough times here for sure. But the man with the Deku webcam giving us a smile over and over again rides out of this tournament, and I'm sure he can hold his head pretty high. Let's see if he wants to hop on in here for an interview to sign himself off for this tournament. GG to him. Unfortunate for him that he missed out on a chance to potentially take that win there right at the end through CGSS. But here he is. Hey, Trance.
Hello. Yo, crazy gadget. What a stage.
Oh, my words. Were you, like, keeping up with the race?
So, after my message in Green Forest, I kind of just zoned in on the run and just muted the stream.
Oh, God.
So, are you do you know how things panned out from, like, space onwards for both of you?
Not fully.
Okay.
Profit?
Go on, Ali.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Sorry. My heart was pounding aggressively. So you're finishing up Desert. Prophet hits second try Bofa, misses the goal ring,
Okay.
comes back, misses left box, goes right box, gets out, misses the goal ring, and then y'all
you managed to
face.
claw back basically like a 2-minute deficit through
Wait,
that.
really?
You were
y'all.
2 minutes behind, probably more than 2 minutes behind, going with Prophet loading into Eternal Engine,
Was I
and then
ahead coming out, or?
Prophet got double goal ringed, and then you were less than a second apart.
Oh, really?
I
Yeah,
think.
you were less than a second apart going out of Eternal Engine.
And-
And Meteor Herd happened. And then, Ali, do you want to talk about Crazy Gadget? Because, oh my god.
So, number one, thanks for scaring the shit out of me.
Oh, no problem.
Y'all, so Prophet gets to Crazy Gadget, get to the skip. He misses, like doesn't get out of bounds. So then we're to 0 lives.
Sure.
You both went in there with 0 lives. You both
Yep.
went into CG with 0 lives.
Well, I was kind of going into this race thinking, oh, I'm probably not going to win, so I might
It's
as
all
well.
or nothing.
So
Yeah.
I might as well try and get like a PB out of this. Which, by the way,
Alright.
I was 25 seconds ahead going into Crazy Gadget.
Oh man. That's
Aw.
absolutely great. So I'm very sorry about that, because this
Fine.
is probably going to hurt you more. So 0 lives, both of you. You get the extra life,
Yeah.
obviously.
Yeah.
First try, CGSS, Prophet misses it.
Oh.
So if you hit that goal ring, if you were just a smidgen to the right, you would have been ahead going out of CG.
Oh, crazy.
You would have genuinely been ahead, and you kind of rode out the rest of the run perfectly fine. So if you had the finish that you had and you hit that goal ring, you could have taken the whole thing,
Oh,
which would have been
really?
insane, given the fact that you were 2 minutes behind in Desert.
It
Oh, that's
was
funny.
it was very, very close. Very, very anxiety inducing. I'm ready for drinks. Thank
It
you
was
for a
such a good
great
race,
run.
though. It was
That's
such a great race.
It was the full English breakfast.
It was. We agreed that the winner gets to go to Buckingham Palace.
Oh,
Unfortunately,
no.
it's not going to be you, my friend. Sorry
No.
to say.
I've always wanted to meet the Queen.
Yeah, I'm sorry, buddy. The full English breakfast goes Prophet's way in this time.
I
But,
can't remember.
I don't know why we're having breakfast at 10:45 on a
No,
Tuesday
don't
evening.
judge it,
You know, some people just do.
It's 5 o'clock somewhere.
There you go.
That's right.
To quote the quote that Stella loves so much, it's like 56 a.m. in Tokyo, so don't worry about it. Anyway, but that means that you're riding out, Trance. That means that you're unfortunately saying farewell, but you've done well. You've done really well in this tournament.
Yeah, I've gotten a lot further than I thought I would be. I'm not going to lie.
What'd you go, 4-1 in pools, was it?
Correct. My only loss was to Scoop, who went 5-0.
There you go. The
Boom.
British are too strong. You've only lost to British people in this tournament.
That's true.
Insane. Wait.
What's
Every
like
time you
British?
come up against a British person. Oh wait, no, Iona. So there you go. Yeah, it's pretty funny.
I mean,
that's about it. That's just kind of how being British is, really, to be honest.
Yeah. Well,
but
at least this was a lot closer than the meetup race that we all did.
Oh yeah, do you remember that? I had to take the controller from you and do CGSS for you.
Yeah.
And I couldn't.
Oh, funny.
God, look at us now, how far we've come. But yeah, no, I think genuinely GG's too. You've done well. You've done really well in this tournament, taking some good wins. The win against Free Fall is probably the highlight, because obviously that was a big upset.
I also went into that thinking I was going to lose, so...
Yeah, so no, you've done real well, and happy to have seen you play so well, and hopefully continue to see you grow, continue to kick on.
Hopefully this time next year I'll be not leaving
Losers round 4, baby.
Here we come.
Let's go. All right, well I think it's probably about it. Unless Ali, you got anything left to say?
No, other than just GG's. It was a great match to watch.
Yeah, GG's to Prophet as well for that win.
Yeah, of course. Prophet isn't here right now, but GG to him on that one. You know, he's going to move into his next round where we'll play either myself or Huga. So could be another Battle of Britain. Could be Prophet facing off against the new hotshot sensation, Hookah Chaka in the
Look,
SA2 scene. We'll
Tethys,
see.
I'm gonna say this, and I'm not meaning to curse you. That would be a really fun match. But
What,
I
me
also,
versus Prophet?
yeah,
We'll see.
This is not me cursing you. I promise.
British
We'll
part
see.
2.
We'll see. Can the Welsh do what the English can't and beat the English? The English can't beat the English, so they had to call them Welsh. We'll see. We'll see. Technically, I don't think I've faced a British person in this tournament yet. I think I've gone up against.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Shining, Ninja, Katie. None of them are British, from what I'm aware of.
Yes, true.
And then, yeah, my next match will be against Suga. So, yeah, that'll be something for sure. But look forward to it, because up next we've got Nug against May. So May
Ooh.
has gone on and taken Liam out of the tournament. Nug is, I think, dropping down from winners. Am I?
Nug
Yes.
dropped
Yeah, they are.
from a loss to Emerald.
Oh,
So
yeah. So it's an IGT race. It's GameCube on your screens. It's May Xeno. It's Nug Runner. It's happening next. We'll be right back. We'll sign off. And yeah, see you, gamers. Bye bye.
Bye.
goodbye.